size calculator? Let's have that microchip. We need more brain power. More brain power. We need more brain power. We need more brain power. More brain power. We need more brain power. So have it. My computer randomly combined every program available. It was a 1,000,000 to 1 shot, but the result was this. A program that will make me 1,000 times smarter. I'll be the greatest genius who ever lived. A program that will make me 1,000 times smarter. I'll be 1,000 times smarter. So have it. We need more brain power. More brain power. We need more brain power. We need more brain power. More brain power. We need more brain power. We need more brain power. More brain power. We need more brain power. Eureka! Now I am the true egghead. True egghead. Security alert, Dr. Robotnik.
Hey, my virus cracked the system! What a humongous program! Hey, my virus cracked the system! What a humongous program!
And when I'm 1,000 times smarter, 1,000 times smarter than I am right now, maybe, just maybe, I'll figure out some use for you.
Hello. I'm here. Slightly sick. I have a slight sore throat. More Final Fantasy today. I'll be calling train in just a few minutes. By a few minutes, I mean minute. Let me start taking this stuff down, because it'll be a minute before I know it. Oh, where's that? There it is. Okay. Turn that off. Gotta get Final Fantasy's audio together. There we go! Now for train. Hello.
There we go.
It's Final Fantasy again. Hello.
Ah, there you are. I think a bit slow.
Might have been. Is it still slow?
I think it's okay now.
Blah, blah, blah,
Hopefully
blah,
it's just like...
Did you hear that right away?
I didn't hear what you just said because I was talking over you.
Oh, it was just making noises.
Oh, I heard
Us-
it, but I was talking over you.
Okay,
Which is
yeah,
understandable, I feel.
I was just making sure the timing was still delayed. It was just basically to test that. Anyway, how you doing?
I'm alright.
I did finish all the Coliseum stuff.
Neat.
And I played a little bit of Super Robot Wars.
Yeah, I was playing it. I would be playing it right now, but I'm stuck here.
Look here with this fucking loser.
I mean...
You're probably a lot
Yeah.
further along than I am. Because...
I got to the point where, well, I have like done a Xenon and Get a Robo,
I have them.
and Domone,
I have that.
Holy shit!
and then it like opened up into and Raideen and Great Mazinger,
Okay, I don't have them yet. So I'm
and then
one
it
step.
and then
at
it
least one
opens
step
up into
below
like
you.
yeah, and then it opens up into like a bunch of like side missions, and I burned through some time doing a bunch of the DLC stuff. Well, like the missions where it's like, hey, look, here's some characters from another world.
Man, that's
Who
weird.
could they be?
I did start installing some music into the game.
But you were just...
Mostly just G Gundam songs, honestly, at the moment.
Yeah, fair. I've had the same rendition of "This Hand of Mine Glows," whatever the like official translation for the Burning Finger theme is.
I thought I had the that one song they played when they first shot Sekiyota and Kyoken on my computer, but apparently I don't, so I need to fix that and then put that in there too. Because I want to put that on the Sekiyota and Kyoken. I also, because I have image songs for like each one of the members of Shuffle and Allenby, I also put those in, so when they're in, I can just give them their themes.
Is it true that Mutai's gonna attack us?
Yeah, fair.
But yeah, so far it's pretty good. I like the main character mech. I like the ninja robot.
Yeah, I decided to go for the male first for this playthrough, only because I think I prefer the colors on his version.
Funny enough, I like the red more in general, so and then obviously I like the character more, so I went with the girl this time.
I think I knew you were going to go for the girl no matter what.
I mean, look at her.
It's all right, but I was looking.
I mean,
at
look
the
at her
colours
for
and I'm
me
like,
is what I'm talking about.
I was just looking at the colors and I'm like, yeah, it's like the red's fine, but I just feel like it's not as I don't know, it just didn't mesh with me as much as the blue did.
Fair enough.
Or blue and grey.
And I guess I just more like red robots, so I like the red and black more.
It's just I think it's because it was too char coloured for my tastes.
Fair enough. But I mean, he looks cool too. I just liked her more, so I went with her. That's all.
Prize face.
I know, it's shocking. Like the sunrise.
What do we do? I'm just sat here like, nah, when can I get to the Godzilla stuff?
Is it true that Mutai's gonna attack us again?
These useless peons who I'm just going to abandon like as soon as it's convenient. As
Believe it
soon
or
as
not,
Godzilla shows up.
That's if he's playable. I wonder if he's gonna be playable or not.
I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to not spoil myself or not get disappointed, but I feel like there has to be at least one other unit than Jet Jaguar, because otherwise it's just really weird to have him as this as a big your
Just
cover
Jet
thing. And it's
Jaguar.
like there's just one unit.
And it's Jet Jaguar, and it's like the ham shackled together Jet Jaguar.
Well, yeah. So
I mean,
I'm
it's
hopeful
the one in the
considering
anime,
how
but
much
you know what I mean.
emphasis. I'm hopeful that there'll be some version that will be there'll be some version will be playable. Possibly, like one of my suspicions was because the end of Singular Point has like a shot of a Mecha Godzilla that's made from like a different Godzilla's bones. So I wouldn't be shocked if they're like, okay, so we'll just because Super Robot Wars always does the thing of adding in stuff that wasn't technically in the show or was only alluded to.
From what I know,
Which
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised they do like a whole other ending for Witch, since they were apparently it was in production when season 2 was still being worked on.
I mean, I wouldn't be shocked if they expand like Get a Robo arcs like because like end of like with the Saint Getter at the end.
Okay, where the fuck is this air duct? Like, I'm like at the point, I'm fucking blind, I think. I don't fucking see it.
Here, let me boot up the. Let me boot it up.
I'm supposed to get up there somehow, but... I'm fucking confused.
Uh,
What do we do?
oh, you're looking for an air duct?
Yeah, I'm supposed to squeeze into an air duct.
This is terrible.
Uh,
What do we do?
I think it has to be on the floor above you.
When I go above, let me show you. This is the map.
I think I see. I think
You're gonna train in
there's
the
a
sun at
staircase like
time
on the
this?
bottom, like you see below you. There's that little partition wall. No, different. The other side, not that staircase.
You're gonna train in the
The-
sun at a time like this?
Like near the jukebox.
Goddamn avalanche.
Yeah. Try looking up there.
There's a park bench.
All right, look down over the food court from up here, because I think there's a staircase on the opposite side of this room as well that might be able to take you up there.
I don't see anything. Oh. Yeah, I don't see shit.
Well, go back down then, because I'm pretty. There must be something over, like either another staircase that goes up on the opposite side,
Yeah, let's talk to Chadley real quick, see if there's anything from him.
or maybe it's behind the billboard. Or did you check behind that billboard?
The
in that corner.
TV. I was back there, but I'll go there.
Yeah.
Your progress through the building. I will support you in any way that I can.
Because I feel like if you're trying to squeeze into someplace, it needs to not be in like full view of all of the Shinra employees to go. Why are these three weirdos just climbing into a vent? That's weird.
We're the duct cleaning crew. Don't worry about it. Let's see here.
Hey, Chadley.
That could be fun. I'll get that later.
Cloud, I have come up with the most fascinating.
Okay. The billboard downstairs, right? Like the big TV.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was looking back there earlier and I didn't see anything.
Yeah, the one that's near the marker.
What do we do?
Yeah, see.
Let me try reloading, just because I'm having a massive amount of delay. Alright, it's looking at least a bit better. Okay,
Terrible. What do we do?
so let's just try looking up, just up.
Okay, so the marker's above me, it looks like.
I think
I saw it physically there.
Is it true that Wu Tai's gonna attack us
Yeah.
again?
We
Yeah.
should be safe here,
But-
right?
I wonder how the rescue ops are going.
Ooh, what if it's, maybe there's a bathroom you have to go into.
Maybe there's... let me go into the hallway, see if there's like another... upstairs somewheres. Well, that's the elevator. Oh! I'm fucking dumb.
Oh, cool.
I trust the narrative is intact.
Rock solid. The people.
That's what I get for trusting quest markers.
Avalanche conspiracy wholeheartedly. I've almost
Anyway.
That's Marker led you the right way,
Joe's
just
response.
a different right way than you were expecting.
nothing.
I think
The
I walked
right
away
way
from
with
it.
extra steps.
I walked away from it.
For us and our story.
Very well. Then we shall stay the course.
If I may, sir.
But yeah, other than that,
Oh,
But yeah,
I know
so far
Superman's
I'm
out
liking
on digital. I haven't picked it up yet.
I'm just gonna wait for the Blu-ray physical.
Hmm.
Which that'll be out in about a month.
Barrett.
Yeah, I know. We came here to save Eric.
Yeah, but
First priority.
That's right.
it's only if you're. But what happens if you're impatient, though?
Should be at that board meeting, so that'll buy us some time.
I already seen it, so
Just right.
I'll just wait. It's better than paying like 30 bucks for a digital. But as soon as it comes out, I'm gonna watch
Fair.
it again. Also, I've noticed this weird uptick in people around our age blaming fiction for stupid shit people do.
I mean, that's always been the case.
That's where Professor Hope
I'm talking about people like around our age. I'm just like, what the fuck happened, y'all?
Little bit of recon.
Got a specific example of what people are blaming?
I'm trying. There was something with like Deltarune, but I don't really care because it's more just the idea of them blaming fiction for like people acting like a shithead or something like that. I remember there was like one going around for a while saying South Park is why people quote unquote lack empathy, and like, what the? It's a cartoon, no. And then like there's like a weird argument where someone's trying to say like fiction affects reality. Like think about it. When I say Bandicoot, what do you think exactly? It's like, well, okay, yeah, I thought of Crash Bandicoot, but Bandicoots didn't then just transform into Crash Bandicoot. I'm not an orc.
I mean,
from 40K.
Tifa.
I mean, oh no, a relatively obscure animal from Australia that very few people have any sort of like interaction with, or like in their day to day. The first thing they think of is a video game character who has the name Bandicoot. Wow, that's crazy.
It would be so like it's such a stupid like. That's your gotcha. Is I thought of a cartoon character, so therefore fiction has a tangible effect on reality. No, I just thought of a cartoon character. That doesn't mean that now bandicoots are all hedgehogs are all blue, anthropomorphic, and run at the speed of light. That's stupid. And if I think that means I'm insane.
I mean, fiction has an impact on culture, and in some cases can have impacts on society, but not in the way that people think. What actually is causing like a lot of the epidemic of cynicism and lack of empathy is social media.
Yeah.
Sure. Just follow.
Like the ills of society are largely caused, or at least in terms of like the attitudes people have, is because of social media allowing people to effectively
be a prick without consequence.
Yeah, be a prick without consequence. Desensitize themselves to other people's like suffering. Spread a bunch of really damaging viewpoints that get lots of ticks because stupid people think it like easy solutions to problems they don't understand.
That's another thing too. Is it is also even with this people looking for an easy solution to shit they don't understand. I mean, it's always what it's been.
You know, far easier to blame all of society's ills on the immigrants than to accept that, you know, maybe there are some serious long-standing problems due to repeated and continued social and economic mistakes. But you know, let's just blame the immigrants. It's their fault, I guess.
And those in power love it because then they don't have to do anything and they can just sit there eating up more of the wealth and doing nothing.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah. Well, like, you know, one is too many to have like immigrants commit crimes, but you know, white people and they can commit all the crimes they want, and I guess that's okay. You know, murder and rape is fine as long as it's committed by white people.
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
That's the sort of method. That's the sort of thinking that people seem to give up. But yeah, like obviously, as I said, fiction has an impact on culture and some people's perceptions. But to say that it is the cause of like societal problems is just. I mean, it's archaic. It's archaic. It's you know, the concept of we got to burn books because books might educate people.
Director Tuesti has ordered teams to come up with 3, 5, and 10-year plans. Each team needs to come up with a detailed proposal.
And I mean, I'm sorry, if you're the sort of person whose like entire like worldview is shifted because they watched one clip, they watched South Park and that like that informed
really
everything.
Any
like,
fucking thing, really.
Yeah, but I mean, like as the specific example that you gave of South Park being like this, if you're the sort of person who watches like episodes of South Park and like that informs your entire opinion on everything, then it's like it doesn't really matter what they consumed, or they would be influenced by something else.
Yeah, they were someone who was already easily influenced by something.
Yeah,
like,
and if it wasn't fiction, it would be some cunt some cunt with like a jumped up radio show spouting racism.
Something cult of personality, something.
Yeah, some people are just very easily swayed, but that's a problem with people in general.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, it's the thing. I still scratch my head over like, hell, like Trump's cult of personality and cult of personality in general. To me, it just seems so fucking stupid and alien to it, of like a mindset.
This it?
Yeah, but people are dumb.
But like, I mean, it's a very real thing.
No, yeah.
I'm telling you, I saw him.
Like I said, a lot of it's there's like a lot of like theories and ideas that go into why people sort of go in on these sort of like cult of personalities or get wound up into these sort of crowd mentalities. But the end all sort of be all is people are dumb and don't want to think. Like I said, it's far easier.
Same thing with like violence and shit like that. It's not that because they played a game with gun shoot mean that they now decided they will want to kill. No, that was already in their head. They were already deteriorating mentally into the idea of like, I'm going to shoot people or I'm going to kill people.
Funnily enough, I'm actually going to use South Park as an example of like why this is. I'm going to use the movie. So you know the song
perfect, actually.
Yeah, so you know the song "Blame Canada."
Yes.
What people don't pick up on is that, like, sort of the final line of that song is, "We must blame them before somebody thinks of blaming us."
Yep.
Because
man, that movie is so fucking good, by the way.
Aged like a fine wine.
It really did. Honestly, only has gotten better with time.
But part of the thing is that people obviously really love to find scapegoats, because aside from the fact that it's an easy solution to a problem that is otherwise quite complicated, but it also means that no blame has to fall on their shoulders. Like,
I was actually about to say that. Funny enough. Because some
If,
people don't
say-
want to, like for example, there was like a thing I saw where someone was like mad that a therapist kept telling them that, you know, fiction can be a good outlet for, you know, various things, and that, you know, like, that's not like the root cause of shit. And they went through like a bunch of therapists trying to find someone and be like, oh no, it's definitely fiction that's causing my problems, because they don't want to be faced the issue ahead that they themselves have a problem. Also goes into the thing about like, you can have the help, but if you don't actually want the help, you're not gonna fucking go anywhere.
To use the old school like Jack Thompson violent video games argument, is that it's far easier if you can say that little Timmy did the thing that I'm not going to name because current events.
Yeah.
But little Timmy did the thing, and it's far easier to say, well, his copy of Super Mario Galaxy made him do it, than to say something like, you know, maybe it's a series of societal problems, like the cripplingly awful way in which mental health is diagnosed and dealt with in modern society still, or a failure of the school system for not picking up on very obvious red flags, or the parents for not picking up on very obvious red flags, or any number of other things that might have prevented certain items from getting into the hands of people who definitely shouldn't have been able to access them. You know, all of these things that are questions that definitely nobody actually wants to talk about, because then blame has to fall on the people who are desperate for it not to fall upon. Because why should we say that because, you know, why should parents who are in charge of children be forced to have, you know, actually raise their kids properly instead of just
reckon with their consequences?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely a thing like that. So I think some of it is people our age are now getting to that point where they're looking at shit and just looking for something as a scapegoat. So they're falling on literally the old shit that they used to, and we still do, rag on people for doing. And it's bizarre to me because it's just an alien mindset to me. Because I've been, as I've been getting older, looking back on things that I've done and reckoning with just stupid or just asshole shit that I've done in the past. I mean, yeah, that was dumb, and I'm still an asshole, but I was an asshole there. But I find that's hard for some people to do.
We follow him.
I mean, it's a psychological thing, right? Nobody really wants to ever be at fault, so there's always oh yeah, maybe this happened, but...
That's the plan.
And of course, when you're dealing with really serious subjects like little Timmy, for instance, to admit fault there would not only put you in a bad light, it would put you in an awful light, and once again raise a lot of questions about, well, why aren't mental health? Why isn't mental health a bigger priority in a wake of a whole bunch of in the wake of massive mental health crises amongst young men specifically is the big one at the moment.
Yeah. I mean, literally look at the fucking. That's literally the incel movement. It's from that shit.
Yep. And once again, rather than like look into the idea of, well, maybe there are several reasons why this is happening, and actually looking into the root cause, it's like, no, it's easy to just say, well, he played video games, so that affected his mind, or he read a book and that's why he had to kill John Lennon.
Kill John Lennon.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, because the alternative is to accept that maybe, just maybe, there are problems in our society that we refuse to address, and then every time someone slips through unfortunately, anytime someone slips through the cracks, we don't bother trying to like patch up those cracks. We just go, well, there's simply nothing could have been done to prevent it.
Yep. Actually, it's funny enough, that's actually the crux of like the back end of My Hero's plot. Just, you know, told in metaphors with superheroes and superpowers. Which I think is kind of interesting.
It makes sense if you consider that it came out around, I mean, it started, what, like 2016, roughly?
I think around then, yeah.
So, one of the reasons why that's interesting is that was the same, slightly after Fukushima. Or
okay.
around the time of Fukushima. And much like how, like, Shin Godzilla, like, came out as basically a critique of the Japanese government, like, you do sort of, that is a sort of, an almost like 9/11 sort of moment where it did sort of change the way in which, like, a fiction or represented a lot of elements. Like, criticizing the Japanese government directly was always, like, I'm not going to say it didn't happen before, because it did, but it was never, like, to the extent that it has been post, like, Fukushima, because that's such an obvious, like, thing for people to be mad about.
I mean, that's literally like, I mean, fucking Persona 5 got completely changed in development to be that because of what happened. Because originally it was gonna be like a fucking like globe-trotting road trip.
So, yeah, it's not surprising for My Hero to become like a more sort of critical look at like Japanese society or the way society like.
Yeah, she's just told in the metaphor of hero society is pretty much it.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of like how a lot of stuff, like, in Japan for a few years was quite allegorical for the Second World War.
Yeah. But yeah, you know, it's interesting, and I don't know, it's just interesting to me. Actually, speaking of which, actually, kind of an update from when we were talking last week about the Exilia remaster getting rid of the pipe. So, you know how I assumed, I was like, okay, this is definitely probably something from a ratings board? Turns out I was right. Apparently, in the Japanese rating board, like 2 weeks after Exilia released, they put a ban on, like, even the implication of a minor smoking. So, like, because of that, the pipe had to go in the remaster.
Yeah, it makes sense.
And I think it's crazy that it was only 2 weeks after Exilia dropped, too.
I can't imagine what business you have with.
But, yeah, I didn't, like, look into it. I just kind of stumbled upon that information on my own later by accident. Because I was waiting for when they're going to put the fucking Steam page up just so I can put it on my wish list to keep track of it. And, I happened to bump into that information. I just thought that was really funny and kind of interesting. Because we were just, you know, that was our assumption.
Unlike you, I am less accustomed to physical violence.
I mean, it's a fairly obvious one. Like, Japan's always had, like, a very strong, like, anti-drug sort of idea. And let's be fair,
and you can see that in a lot of their fiction.
Yeah, but it's only really, like... And let's be completely fair, smoking kind of always just was in that grey area where nobody really addressed the fact that, you know, smoking a joint is no real difference from smoking a cigarette.
Yeah, I think actually too, like in terms of smoking like laws and like regulations in terms of the public, it was only like I think around that time too that they started cracking down on like smoking in public spaces and shit.
Yeah. The longest time, like, smoking was, even when we were kids, still meant to be a sign of this guy's cool instead of this guy's an idiot.
Like, I remember when they still had, like, smoking sections in, like, restaurants and shit. And now it's like, hey, if you want to smoke, go the fuck outside and away from people. Which is good. I think that's a good thing. It's just, you know, me noting the change.
Yeah, I mean, just like most other sort of societal changes, it's too little, too late. You know,
Yeah.
realistically, should have just straight up banned the shit, but we don't because there's lots of tax on cigarettes.
Yeah. I mean,
But,
oh god, I really like what they did with the specimen design. Oh, he looks fucking cool. I'm in that fight right now.
Yeah, I kind of figured from like the talking to the specimen. I'm sure you can take him.
Unless. Actually, you know what? I should have Barrett scan him as soon as he gets a AP. Oh, yep, there we go. Let me see. What are your... Not...
What do your Barrett eyes see?
Barrett, what do you see?
It's wearing sunglasses indoors at night. You ain't seeing shit.
It's immune to slow and poison, and resists lightning. Okay. So Tifa can't use her lightning spell. But that's not her bread and butter anyway, so that doesn't matter.
Just punch it.
Tifa, what's your strategy? I punch it. Punch.
Really
Punch.
hard.
Punch. Punch.
Ah, she's Jet Jaguar.
Jet. You're right.
Gojira Antifa. Punch, punch, punch.
Punch, punch, punch! I need to put that song in the fucking game. I have to. It's the law.
Mm. Oh, it's raining.
It's raining? Oh no.
Yeah, right.
Let me go.
Where I am. I don't know if it's raining where you are. It might be.
Oh no. Not here. I just like, oh, it's raining. It's kind of like a reaction, like, oh god, now it's got Tifa. Let go of the girl. Okay, hold on. Eat this.
Part of the problem I'm facing, I guess, with Super Rebels Y is that I know the next main mission is to go into space, and I'm like, I don't want to go into space. I want to stay on the planet where all the monsters are.
Those fucking Spacian turds, am I right?
Fucking loser space people. They even ripped off Godzilla. They got their space Godzilla. What a fucking joke.
This is why Choo Choo was right. Fuck the space people. Ow.
Yeah, maybe Pat Smith Shiraka had the right idea.
I need Barrett to heal Tifa so she doesn't McFucking die.
So she doesn't unalive.
Oh yeah, that's the way you gotta say it these days. I forgot. You know what, I'm gonna haste Barrett so we can do more spells.
Well, McGonagall, Billy's dead! Slit his throat from ear to ear.
We can't. Oh, that did survive because it made me think of Morgana for like a second because of that. They apparently released a fucking scale for Persona 5. What the milking is insane.
Anything to not make Persona 6.
I will make 1,000 more guff of fucking Persona 5 before I make a Persona 6.
Yeah, it is kind of getting to the point where I'm just sort of sick of Persona 5. Like, I already hated Morgana, but Ryuji's now getting up on that list.
Like, as much as, like, 4 got milked, it wasn't milked this crazy.
Yeah.
Like, it was milked, but not like this.
Yeah. I mean, remember when the main complaint was 4 got 2 animes?
Because it had basically an anime patch notes.
Yeah. We're going to put in all the golden stuff. Which means we're going to put in Marie.
Gross. Hate that fucking character.
Thanks, I hate it.
People now like her, and I think it's because there's more people now that never played the original.
I just think she was pushed so much that it's basically like a hostage
Posted by the same
situation,
unfunny motherfucker until you like it.
Yeah. It's effectively just trying to like get people with Stockholm syndrome, I think.
That won't work
It's
on
kind of
me.
like what I think people like Morgana is they basically the game tries to force them to do it. You know, free thinkers like us don't hate that fucking shithead.
I was okay with him and that, like, just kind of like you tolerate him until you got to the Okumura part. Then that's when I went from indifferent to at first being like, oh, okay, to indifference to just pure fucking hatred.
I think it was the second or third dungeon for me where I was just like, oh my god, shut the fuck up. How are you worse than Teddy?
Well, one, you have to never get your comeuppance.
I would play 1,000 games with just a party of Teddy than play one more game with this fucking cat.
Well, it also helps too that like Teddy would get ragged on for his fucking shit. Like they would be like, Teddy, you're a fucking asshole. Stop it.
But yeah, everyone else hated Teddy to an extent. But then Morgana, it's like, oh my god, how could you be mean to precious Morgana? I'm like, very easily. In fact, let me do it some more.
And honestly, because of the way they were like with him, it's why I started to assume he was some weird. And now, don't get me wrong, there are good self-insert characters, but he's not one of them. And my brain started like pinging him as one just because of how much dick riding he got.
I don't think he is a self-insert. I think it's just a case of Persona, like thanks to 3 and 4, like Persona obviously knows they need to have like the cute animal mascot character. And considering that like Koromaru and Teddy were like very...
But then again, they did in 5 have that like thieves dungeon thingy where they're like, oh, actually, Ann's completely okay with him repeatedly simping at her.
I mean, I'm not saying that they didn't like that there weren't obviously problems. I just don't think he's a self-insert specifically. I think he's a gross misunderstanding. I think he's a symptom of like the problem of people obviously enjoying like Koromaru and Teddy, who had significantly who were important but had much less roles, and Koromaru had the decency to not fucking talk.
Gotcha.
Like a lot of Teddy's sort of like big moments are sort of like character drama is effectively contained to the tail end of Risei's, or you know, the tail end of Risei's dungeon where you fight Shadow Teddy. After that, you know, he doesn't fade into the background, but yeah, he sort of fades into the background. Partially because he also like loses his role as the navigator.
Yeah.
But the problem is that even when like Morgana loses his role as the navigator, he never fucking fades into the background.
He never shows.
Or he never just joins. He never joins the cast. The fact that he sticks with the main character means that you see him far more than you ever would, like, you know. Like, I think you probably would hate Teddy if Teddy lived with you. In the way that Morgana does with, you know, with whatever, like with Joker, yeah. But thankfully, that was Yosuke's problem. So you could just like enjoy, you could just enjoy Yosuke suffering.
I used all those items before seeing this park bench. Fuck. Oh well. Oh well.
Well, these things happen. So I don't know. I guess sort of going back to it, I always did find Persona 5's idea of like rebellion a bit weird.
A little bit, yeah.
Because I've said before, but like years ago, but I always found it a bit odd that it wasn't that as much as the game loved to as much as like the pre-release and the game loves to say that like, oh, well, we're fighting the system, and then they're not really. They're trying to return the system to normal. It's not like creating this massive revolution of like the country. It's, oh yeah, Shindo like has done a bunch of illegal shit, so we just got to expose him so we can let the good politicians take over.
Yeah,
the ones who aren't getting
very,
corrupt.
it's very like its fangs are very. It doesn't have fangs. It's very tepid. Yeah. Like I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the story, but yeah, it is not really a good rebellion plot at all.
I think it's fine as a story. I just think like the theming is like
off.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I agree.
as much as you can enjoy a story for its themes, I think sometimes it's very important to be able to enjoy a story in spite of its themes.
Yeah, I think like honestly, like 1 through 4 do a better job with their themes than 5 did.
Yeah, because I think the difference with with previous games is a lot of well, it's not a matter of like commenting directly on Japanese society; it's commenting on elements to it. Like, obviously, like Persona 3 is all about loss and accepting, like inevitable, like the inevitable or things that are ultimately inevitable, like death or change, and sort of coming to terms with that. And 4 is
It's
sort of
more
about
like coming of age and bonds.
coming of age, bonds, etc.
Understanding yourself and others around you, blah blah.
Being like having a form of self-awareness or a capability to understand how perceptions or misperceptions can affect people. Like, there's lots, so it's all kind of stuff that's like relatively.
And I think, and unfortunately for 4, a lot of that gets ignored by the fan base too, even though it's so fucking simple.
Yeah, because for the fans, it's a lot easier to go along with the labels that the game explicitly tells you that you shouldn't be going along. Because like, whether or not Kanji, using like the two obvious ones, Kanji and Naoto, whether or not Kanji is gay or Naoto is trans, like it doesn't come up actually. It's never actually stated because that's not really the point. The point is that Kanji is afraid people think he's gay, and the point is that Naoto doesn't really know. And the point is that Naoto is afraid of the perceptions that because she is a woman,
and a lot of it is mainly, and a lot of it is more on the commentary of Japanese gender roles.
Yeah.
Because I mean, even that's addressed a little bit with Chie, but not to the extent of those two.
And you can definitely read into it. You can take those interpretations away from you. Like, I'm not going to say you can't, and I'm not going to say that if you want to like create, stuff related to those ideas or that inspires you, that's great. But we shouldn't just pretend that like that Persona 4 is explicit that Kanji is gay or that Naoto is trans, because it's not. It's very much like the case of maybe, but also maybe not. No,
they are still kids, and they're still
about perceptions and the way in which people label others. So it is kind of funny to then see people assume that the labels that others have ascribed to them, or that they're afraid others ascribe to them, are then ascribed to them.
Yeah, so like
it's almost like a self-fulfilling prophecy in a lot of ways.
So like in a smaller one, like no, Chie growing her hair slightly longer doesn't mean she completely stops being Chie. She just stopped caring about the perceptions. Like, you know what? Yeah, I can grow my hair out a little bit. Man, that's fine.
Yeah.
I can start wearing this stuff. That's fine.
Yep. You good?
Because she became more comfortable with herself. That's it. It's
a
much easier, simpler, cleaner one to point to, which is why I brought her up.
Yeah. As I said, I'm not going to take away from people who take inspiration from that, whether or not it's because they have their own, true uncomfortable truths about themselves that they struggle to accept, or they're afraid of the way people perceive them if anything come out. But like I mean, sort of thing of
I only recently just finally said, yeah, fuck it, I'll buy a pink shirt. Who cares what people think?
Yeah.
And I'm in my late 30s at this point. With being like fucking 36. I
mean, people have like a lot of sort of problems, or people definitely have a lot of problems associated with like, not even just like, obviously gender dynamics is a big one in today's world, and and things like being comfortable about sexualities and yeah, it is unfortunate that is the nature of things at the moment. Yeah, maybe one day it will get better.
Yeah. Who knows? But, we might be dead by then.
Oh, definitely. Hopefully. There's always a chance, Dan. But yeah, so it's one of those things of it's fine to interpret these sort of ideas in fiction and characters, but you can't ascribe that as like objective truth that using the kanji example. No, like I can't say for sure he is or is not gay, because the fiction doesn't say for definite. Oh yeah, he is gay. There's a lot of implications, but there's also a lot of implications that it's not. So.
Yeah, because you can go, and even if you go with the attraction with Naoto, because of the trans thing, that also throws a spanner into that if they are or not, and then even if say even to say like, oh, they're attracted to this person, their sexuality is fucking confusing and weird and complicated. So it's like, so like even with that, like you have other like question mark shit. It's complicated because people are simple yet also complicated.
Yeah.
Or I should say, people are complicated, but they like to try to present themselves as simple, or wish they were simple, or something like that.
Yeah. It's all this to say that Persona 4 has a lot more of a nuanced take, and Persona 3 as well, in how it handles its themes and ideas than Persona 5 does in a lot of cases.
No, Patrick's, it's not just Scooby-Doo.
But I think Persona 5 has, Persona 5 has style. Like, I think that is ultimately what has carried it as far as it has. There is just a style to that game.
And I would say overall, barring we know who, the characters are likable and like it's a fun game.
Sure about that intro though.
Intro? Sorry, I'm also in the middle of a fight.
Yeah, the intro to Persona 5. I was just saying the intro to Persona 5 is as long and boring as like every intro to every other Persona game.
Oh yeah.
Thank you. No biggie.
Actually, that was one thing I noticed, speaking of which, for Super Robot Wars, at least for the ones I played, this was like one of the longer intros to get into gameplay.
Yeah, definitely. Usually it's just like the text crawl and then small cutscene comparatively. This one they had a lot more. I guess because just obviously with the series they're adapting, there's just a fuckload of politics.
I think also, to be fair, if I was to compare, it's longer than say V was in the intro, but it wasn't as like so it was longer than that one, but V's wasn't like stupid long. It wasn't as snappy as like T or 30, where you're just right in the pilot seat.
Well, I think the difference is that it's all a matter of like, oh hey Sabo.
Hey Sabo.
Let's just talk about Super Robot Wars.
Oh, have you started it?
We're very early.
We're very early, so we're just.
We're not streaming it. We're streaming Final Fantasy. I'm not streaming Super Robot Wars.
Yes, I can see.
The copyrights alone would be a nightmare, let alone how long it would take me to fucking do.
We were just talking about like how snappy or like how long the intro is compared to like VT and 30.
Yeah, just saying it was a little long to get into the pilot seat, basically, is all.
Yeah.
Because I mentioned it briefly because we were talking about how Persona has that problem of going too long, and it just made me think of like, yeah, I thought this was a little too long. Not like horrible, where if I replayed it, it'd be a fucking nightmare, but you know what I mean. Also, hi Red 13.
Yep. Yeah, well, I'm gonna say it. I think Final Fantasy VII has probably one of the best like paced intros for any like RPG or JRPG.
It's pretty good.
That's because you don't realize it's an intro until like.
Yeah, and then like suddenly you're jumping off a train and that fucking sick and I'm gonna say it like
it's not only that, like you don't even realize that like this is just the intro and you're only in one area until like you leave that area unless you are familiar with the game.
But I also put it down to like the fact that it starts off like in the middle of this big action scene, and it has like the bombing run song, or mute track playing, which I think is an amazingly underrated track.
You know, my favorite RPG intro will always be Breath of Fire 3.
13?
Ah yes. Dragon wakes up, bunch of miners leave. Dragon gets stabbed.
It's God, man, Breath of Fire 3 is such a fucking good video game.
What is it?
Yeah. It's a shame Capcom hates it.
Yeah. It's one of those ones I do want to stream in the future at some point, but not for a long time probably. Especially after I'm done with this, I'm doing some short games, because I realized I did Kingdom Hearts 1, 2, and this back to back to back.
It's a lot of Square.
Yeah, a lot of Square, a lot of long games. I need to play some short shit.
These days?
I mean, I can just play older games.
Yeah.
The older games aren't cool anymore.
I like older games.
All your stream traffic will be compromised. Oh wait.
What stream traffic? Only every now and then someone, either one of my friends happens to be awake and like waddles in, or I just get like a random person occasionally, or a bot.
But we banned all the bots and all the streamers were losing thousands of views.
And I'm still around.
Oh, they're back and in greater numbers.
So Cloud's got a big headache right now.
Yeah, man, I know how that feels.
I like play
Just
the
take
demo
some
for-
fucking ibuprofen already, Cloud.
Why?
Jesus.
I don't think I'm gonna play it for a while until I'm set in my new place.
Yeah,
A 30 and a 30 out. Why?
I don't want to get bogged down just playing it all the time.
That's fair, honestly.
Well, I'm not super far in.
I know, like
so-
in a couple of years, my brother, myself, and my future sister-in-law are planning to like move probably to PA.
Not Philadelphia.
Not Philadelphia, the state.
Where
Pennsylvania.
all the pencils live.
It's true.
Yes.
You gotta watch out for them. They're roving gangs of pencils everywhere.
Assuming hasn't been militarized by then.
Yeah.
It's okay. You can go to North Carolina. There's no National Guard there.
Yet.
No, there's no National Guard there because they're having an election.
Yeah, we're
Well,
gonna
there's
vote
no-
for a
That's why there's no
Yeah, but-
National Guard in New Jersey.
Yeah.
Well, because
Basically-
we're having a governor election.
Are you having a? Oh, so it's two bygone elections, right? Because there's no way New Jersey votes anything that's not blue, and there's no way North Carolina votes anything that's not red.
We are going to do nothing.
And Jersey always almost always goes blue, especially more so nowadays.
Someone else.
Like
Democracy works, people.
Jersey
Yeah,
is
but they
more
don't-
blue than California.
Yeah, but they don't want the other guys to be able to blame the National Guard for it. Like, we totally would have won if Trump hadn't sent in those National Guards and made us look bad. Yeah.
Let's try another task.
Honestly, I'm kind of.
would've
I mean, I'll be honest. I'm kind of half surprised he's even bothering with elections. I would have thought he'd have declared that one of his many made-up emergencies would have been enough to say we can't have elections. Sorry, guys.
Well, between him
Although I'm
constantly
sort of expecting-
shifting what he wants to
I was-
do and his heart trying to pop out of his rib cage, he's probably forgot.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Apparently, he's gonna die in 6 months, according to doctors. If not
Because
sooner.
for the bruising on his hand?
Because it looks like he's in congestive heart failure.
Well, we can only hope.
Yeah.
I hope it takes him a while. Yeah, I hope it takes a while.
I mean, it would be kind of ironic if after getting reelected and having all these plans, his poor health finished him off.
No, it would be
Won't be
ironic
a
if
year in.
after firing all of the healthcare, if like fucking ruining America's healthcare system, then he died of a health condition.
Considering that's
Is that
one of the
what
things that
he
he has
did?
upended. Is he's upended education, medicine. It's,
Cool,
Maybe it would be ironic if everyone was made of iron.
Where I lived.
True.
then I would be the
Why is
Iron Man.
Oh no, not Iron Man.
That means I
Ew,
can get
gross.
drunk, and then people will love my movie, and then I'll take over all of Marvel. Everything connects to me now. Me!
You know, I will say this to sort of while we talk about Marvel. I do admire Marvel's complete willingness to completely assassinate characters for the benefit of dogshit stories.
Honestly,
Are you talking about
it's like their
comics
favorite
or
thing.
the movies?
What did you
Are
say,
you talking
Saber?
about comics or the movies?
Comics. Movies just like rip off a comic, so they don't really count. No, but like comics, like obviously I've complained about Tony Stark in Civil War where he, did some dark shit. And then there was Carol Danvers, the character they were really trying to push, and then they were like, you know what would really make people like Carol Danvers if we made her a massive fucking fascist?
Suddenly she starts goose-stepping.
This character who, until very recently, like the most notable thing people could say about her is, oh yeah, I think she tried to date Spider-Man once. Then she becomes, alright, she's a Hitler. Gotcha.
Dutchson!
She's there like, well, what if this little African American boy did commit a crime though? We've got to murder him now. It's the only way.
Hey, Carol, what are your plans for the future? Dutchson! Oh.
My plans for the future is to open summer camp for all of those people I don't like.
Oh, that's wait, hold
Free
on.
showers.
Wait, hold on. Fucking.
Yeah, but the thing is that as much as it's like awful and
Oh
hyperbolic,
no! I'm not like tutting at you. It's what they did.
It's not.
I want to
It's
clear.
literally
I'm not tutting you at all.
Listen, it's remarkable how easy they find it to completely assassinate characters, to push ideas that nobody wants and nobody would ever think is a good idea. Like, you know, what if Captain America was a fucking Nazi? I mean, yeah, I guess you can do that. I don't know why you would, because it's dumb and everybody will hate you for it. And it was
Everyone will
dumb.
be like, "Oh my
Everybody...
god, what a twist! I have to read this to see what happens."
Yeah, they hate. Yeah, that's the problem with outrage reading is people read it for one issue and then they're like, "Oh, well, this is dog shit," and then they stop reading.
It is
Yeah,
shit. I'm out.
who's been doing well to maintain and build readership? DC. You know how they've been doing it? Decent books.
Yeah, they've actually been pretty good lately.
Crazy, right? If you make something of quality, people take notice instead of if you just chase outrage. People don't get sick of your shit, or people get sick of your shit.
Nah, that can't be right.
How bizarre!
Nah, that's
Also-
can't be right.
And also just because a lot of like big shonen series have ended, so we're just kind of in that weird flux. We're waiting for like the next big one to come up.
Yeah, because it's basically now it's just still One Piece trucking along forever.
It's One Piece and a couple other small ones that names I can't super remember right now, but I've like got track. But it's none that are like the next Naruto or My Hero.
Yeah.
Like when the next one of those crops up, it'll probably be a bigger swing. Because even Demon Slayer's done now. It has been for a while, I think.
I thought that was I was gonna say I thought it's been done for a bit.
But you know, there's still like fucking merch everywhere. Oh right, it's because the animation's not finished yet. Not much like My Hero.
Oh yeah, because My Hero's animation's still going. Yeah.
They've got their final season coming out, and I think Demon Slayer is like resolving everything in movies.
Ah, okay, I gotcha.
I think. Then who knows about other stuff? But yeah, like waiting for the next like big shonen to start. Or get traction. Maybe it's already started and nobody's just noticed it
Yeah,
yet.
I mean, I think they said it's kind of hard to get those kind of huge things going now because it's becoming very expensive to animate stuff.
Oh, I mean, usually it's like the manga gets big and then like you get the anime. And then that's usually what like catapults it over the threshold to be huge.
Yeah, but I mean, even Pokemon got too expensive to be.
Oh yeah, it's now just a we
was.
do an occasional thing now with it.
Just
Yeah,
that
they
it's
get-
too
they get-
expensive,
they
or
get
was it
the
just the
occasional
fact that
season.
nobody gives a like? How many people actually gave a fuck about the show versus just playing the games?
Well, I think I'm pretty sure I explained this before. The problem is that with international releases being the same, but it's still taking, several months for the anime pipeline to go down because they had to dub it and localize it and change everything.
Yeah, so you have effectively a show that's advertising something that's like you
It's
probably
advertising
hear of.
something that's already come out months ago,
And
which meant the sponsors were pulling out because it wasn't really accomplishing its purpose. So yeah, eventually they had to stop.
all to and not being funny, all to sell what is the biggest media franchise in the world. Like, Pokemon does not need like an anime to like sell shit to people. They'll buy it.
It just
It's
needs to.
Pokemon.
Yeah, and it doesn't even need to be good. It's Pokemon.
Exactly. Look at like the last
Pokemon has no
generations
real
of games.
competitors.
Well, only hope is that somehow, some way.
Well, they had one competitor, but Nintendo sued them.
Oh yeah,
True.
they do actually. I guess because weirdly, Digimon has always still trucking and still been like pushing out stuff, and there is a lot of hype.
I'm still excited. I'm excited for the fucking new one.
But that's the thing. There is actually a lot of hype around Time Stranger, more than I ever expected. And I don't think and I'm not under the illusion that like Time Stranger will be the Pokemon killer, not by a long shot.
It's because compared to Bandai's other properties, it's really small beans.
Yeah, but what I think,
Like when they had a conference and someone asked about it, like the guy basically laughed. Like, why do you care about that when we had Gundam?
well, because they only make Gunpla out of Gundam.
It was like, why do you care about this when we have Gundam and all our other, more important franchises? And they're like, yeah, we're still here for that.
Yeah, but we like Digimon. Some of us are still affected by Waymon's death.
Why did they get the pizza and I get the crust?
Good old Apocalypse.
I can't not think of that line because it's still fucking like kills me. It's so fucking funny.
I'm surprised they haven't redubbed the original show yet.
Probably
They
like
did.
probably
They did release a was it
They did
Discotech released uncut of season 1 and 2 in Japanese.
yeah. They
Yeah,
read
but
and they read they
like,
redubbed
they
the movies.
And they redubbed the movie to be more serious and also,
You know,
Include
the
all the
three,
footage.
the
not
three individual
cutting.
films.
yeah, not cutting one movie to practically nothing and mixing it in with two others.
Wait, there's no Angela Anaconda. Damn.
It was the O2 movie, so are we really missing out on anything?
It's so
Like,
nice to preserve shit, you know.
Like
It
the two important ones were mostly uncut.
It wasn't even the quote unquote good O2 movie.
Yeah, exactly. It's the one that nobody gives a fuck. The most notable thing is, it's got Rapidmon in.
Yeah, before he would become.
Before
in
Tamers.
the next year.
There's so much.
But it's like the rest of the two good movies are in there, and they're mostly uncut. I think there's a few shots of the fight with Parrotmon that are cut for violence reasons. Because Greymon fucks him up.
Really?
Lame.
I think Greymon actually destroys his beak
That's not their actual
Damn.
and blasts off a wing.
They called themselves the Cetra.
And then it's mostly small stuff that gets cut out of our war game. Like there's a longer sequence of Matt and TK running around a rural Japanese village trying to find a computer.
I do want to at some point get those and watch them still. But I also do want to get the uncut because I just want to see it. But I'm probably gonna wait for the Blu-rays to go on sale, and I'll probably pick them up.
I do think part of the problem as to why they're not going to redub season 1 is just because it's 50 fucking episodes.
It's long, yeah. It is actually Discotech doing a dub of Gunbuster isn't really that bad when it's 6 episodes long.
Yeah, you can be.
And
get that done in,
even with
one
that, I think
day.
Cutie Honey Re was also only a handful of episodes too.
Yeah, it was only 3.
Something when it's between 3 and even 13 episodes, it's stuff that's it makes sense. We was talking older series that are 50 plus.
Well,
episodes,
I'm just saying
it's
a lot of old stuff that was heavily edited back in the day. Now that process is frowned upon. A lot of them were redone to be more accurate and not edited.
It is cool though that
I'm
we're at least
surprised.
getting them even without dubs. It is the
I'm
fact that we have
surprised they
Sonic
haven't
X
done that
uncut.
with Years Gone.
Y'all take Aerith and get the hell out of here.
I think it depends on demand and if it'd be worth it to them or not.
Also, if there's something new, it could be if there's something major coming out.
I mean, they're doing another Lupin. You know how they did the Castle movie where they had all the old dubs in it and even the censored versions all in that one Blu-ray. They're re-releasing it again, but this time they got the crew you think of when you hear Lupin's dub voice doing a dub for it, so it has another new dub to it.
I thought you meant the old dub that was they're redoing the old dub where they made all those jokes.
Sure, they do not.
Some of those jokes were pretty funny.
And then they got that crew together to do a new dub for it too.
How much would I have to make here? Let me see. Carrier 2. No, I'd have to be Barnaby Jones.
Because Discotech does own the rights to Lupin, which reminds me at some point I do want to own that season because it's still my favorite a part of it because it's just so stupid.
Surprised Discotech has so much and it's so small. And again, maybe that's how they're
It
surviving.
really comes down to what the other ones give a shit about. Crunchyroll does not give a shit about Lupin. They let fucking Sergeant Frog slip through the cracks and they fucking snapped it up.
Yeah.
That's why I keep hoping that at some point Crunchyroll forgets they have the rights to Slayers, so that way Discotech buys it and then does a much better release of it, including the OVAs.
I think Sergeant Frog just wasn't all that popular to begin with.
Yeah, but you get my point though. They just as soon as they let something slip if it's older, which they usually do when it's older, they just jump on it.
It's mine.
The Shinra Electric Power Company isn't the
I really the flip side is sometimes you unfortunately get Sentai who grabs it. Sentai has the rights to Azumanga Daioh, and they printed so few of the reprint that it's actually easier to get the old ADV print. I'm not even joking. So it's actually cheaper to buy the old version.
What are you not telling us?
Yeah.
Not that there's much of a difference other than the packaging, but still, it's just funny. Because also Sentai also, like, charges for, like, their anime shit like it's fucking 2006.
Must be nice.
Follow them. The yellow flowers.
Where everybody
No, I
else
do
is
go-
cheaper.
I did check like the anime section of like the place I usually go for like physical media stuff. See if they have anything interesting, but
Usually I
just
order
the-
online because there's not usually too much that I think's
Hmm.
interesting.
We'll find a way out.
And also sometimes I can find better deals online too.
Okay.
Yeah, but you gotta support your local stores.
Well, I mean, the local stores that carry stuff are like shit like Walmart, so I don't care.
Yeah. No, we have dedicated. There's in my city. There's a bunch of dedicated places that are like DVD, not like Blu-rays and physical media and things like that. So
That's not really a thing where I am, unfortunately.
well, don't worry. I'm sure you can import it. Oh wait.
Oh my God, it's Wedge! Yeah,
you
wait
go.
like wait a very long time.
You guys tired of winning yet? By the way.
I've won
fucking
so
hate
much.
it.
But that's not what I wanted to talk to you about. Listen, any
Yeah, I am. I'm tired of quote unquote winning. I like to see the opposite of that.
Yeah, I'd like to lose some now, actually. That'd be really nice.
Yeah. We can start losing a little bit. It's okay.
Don't worry. I know
I'll
what.
lose.
I know what you're gonna lose. Your civil liberties and your rights.
Hooray! No, I think
You're
that's
welcome.
the winning, actually. That's winning freedom.
Oh.
You understand? We're winning freedom that way.
But it's fine because Trump's a socialist now or something. That's why that's why the government's now buying shares in Intel.
HQ's bailing us out? I doubt it. Not
It's
after
literally
all.
socialism.
I asked them really nicely.
Was this whole a play? Just he pretended to be some racist right-wing psychopath, so that when he got in, he could implement a bunch of socialist policies. It'd be too late to stop him.
Honestly, they should. Oh no, Wedge! His heart.
Bye, Wedge.
I didn't ask him to do it.
Well, not yet.
No.
Yeah,
He'll probably die eventually.
I'm glad he did.
I mean, yeah, that could be said for most people.
Well, yeah.
I'm gonna still chew him out for it later.
Now, what we do if you do have President J.D. Vance?
Honestly, he's such a little toad, I don't think he'll know what to do.
I just think nobody will respect him and nobody will
My
listen
mom
to him.
has this desperate theory that he's just that his entire thing is just an act he made up to.
Oh no, he believes
The
it's
Trump-
bullshit, but he's
you
such a
wanna
little
be vice-
toad that he's such a
And
like a
He's
limp dick little
president.
toad.
He's
not
like gonna
be
completely
worried.
turn. He's gonna completely turn himself around. Be like, surprise! You thought I was a Trumper. I'm actually going to save you. Just had to pretend to be a Trumper to get elected. Yeah, I don't think that's the way it is. But
Nah,
That's what people are hoping.
he's a little toady. The best we're gonna get with him is the fact that he's not gonna be able to effectively do anything because he's gonna be such a limp dick, and also the fact that like that when he's gone, that entire administration's gonna be essentially like everyone's gonna be grasping for power. So
My favourite thing about J.D. Vance is that he's a parishioner at a church where the main pastor wants to get rid of the 19th Amendment.
yep.
That's the one. That's the one that enables women to vote. And honestly, I think they've had it too good for too long. Am I right?
The little ones in the pods.
You
Fucking
understand? It's okay.
unalive.
It's okay to be misogynistic these days.
not in my family.
Oh, your family hasn't got with the program then.
They're very much against the program.
Oh, here
I
we
do
go.
like-
Another boss
I do
fight.
like people. I do like how some people like Siege and Elaine Maxwell vindicated everyone, including Prince Andrew. And it's like, yeah, I'm sure like the literally months of Trump going, well, I could pardon her if I wanted to, had nothing to do with incentivizing a provable liar to lie. I don't even know if she is lying, but honestly, I think the best part of the whole Epstein thing is the truth literally doesn't matter anymore. The truth is what we want it to be.
No, don't ask this question. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. It's the truth is it's alternate facts.
That's what I'm saying. The beauty is that truth doesn't matter. Like this is exactly the thing that they have that the right have used is to like make it so that truth doesn't matter. All you have to do is scream it loud enough. Well, two can play at that game.
Red just hit Barrett with his tail.
I do find it remarkable how some people can just like say shit and like the immediate response isn't just like, okay, you fucking Nazi, why don't you fuck off back to Nazi land, Nazi?
Yeah, it's fucking bonkers.
Like we all pretend, like pretending like, oh well, these are people, these are reasonable people with points. It's like, no, they're Nazis.
No,
we should treat them as such.
Yeah. No, as in they're
like
reasonable
actually,
people. Like,
that's
yes, as
actually
in
how
fuck
you
them up.
Because the problem is,
Ignore them.
because the annoying thing is that is actually how you get rid of, how you like at least like suppress a lot of the racist diatribe. Is you just make it so it's not cool to be a Nazi anymore.
Yeah, make fun of them, make them look stupid. That's why Trump is
yeah.
so. That's why Trump like didn't give a shit about every other rag on him. But the second like Trey and Matt do the again, like I got a small penis and I'll sue you, and have him talk in his shrill voice, he's fucking furious about it.
Basically, literally,
he looks like such
Hussein.
Yeah, he looks so fucking stupid and pathetic, so that pisses him off.
I did a hit on this joke like 6 years ago.
Right?
Instead of that Garrison bullshit.
Yeah. Like he didn't get that.
I think they said they didn't expect him to win, which is why they.
Oh, yeah, they didn't, because they were doing a whole like serialization thing because they assumed that like, well, obviously Hillary will win because look what she's up against. Little did they know the rampant misogyny of America and also the blatant hatred of Hillary Clinton.
Yeah.
Not undeservedly.
To be fair, I hate Hillary Clinton.
Yeah, this isn't some like vindication of Hillary Clinton as a good candidate and a good person.
I was gonna say, yeah, she's
also terrible.
Yeah.
She was a very poor choice, and she campaigned very badly.
Yeah.
Her whole campaign is basically, it's my turn to be president now.
Yeah, her campaign was basically, oh come on, there's no way you'll vote for this idiot, right? And then they did.
When she got the news that she lost, she was literally busy picking out fucking sheets for the office.
It's like Disney and the Hall of Presidents animatronic, which is clearly Hillary Clinton, who's been.
Where it was gonna be Hillary Clinton, they hastily switched it to Trump.
It was gonna be Hillary Clinton, who was hastily redone it to Trump because they had already started making it because they're like, there's no way he's gonna win. Oh.
Genova.
Oh no.
Oh hi Genova.
Genova.
Sup, girl?
Oh hi Sephiroth. I wish I could do a Donald voice, just say Sephiroth in Donald's voice, because that still cracks me up whenever he says it.
Here's the question, right? Assuming that she did have all of the relevant equipment, and I'm pretty sure she doesn't. Do you reckon Hojo would have fucked Genova?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Cloud?
So about the only thing that saved her is not having a vagina, probably.
And also being dead.
I don't think I would have stopped him, mate.
I like that
That is
shot.
one of the least things that would have stopped him.
I like that shot of young Tifa walking up slowly with Sephiroth's sword. That was pretty cool.
So did she walk up slowly and down smash?
More headaches for you, Cloud. Just take the fucking medicine, god damn.
But it's grape flavored.
You know what? Fair enough.
Yeah, they make him a lot more obviously unstable in this version, which becomes kind of jarring after a while. Where they're like, anyone who's looked at this guy anyone who's been around this guy for like a few hours can notice that something is seriously wrong with him. I mean, everyone just kind of like, sure, it's fine, just a headache.
It's the soldier stuff, you know how it is. Well, no, to be fair, like they do seem to be aware that they do comment on like him being somehow tied to like the Sephiroth remnant. So I think they are aware, but I think they just assume he's like going through like the soldier like genome collapse thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like they know that there is something up with Cloud. They just think it's like the thing that basically ruins all soldiers, and it's like, no, sort of.
They think he's getting in the end of his line, basically.
Yeah, whereas, sort of, but you know, the reality is it's actually more of his memories.
Oh no, that's what
related to
they're
New-
thinking, not what's actually happening.
Yeah. Yeah, and it is probably
Well,
one of the better fake outs because you do think that, oh well, maybe he's just having this breakdown like all the other soldiers, and
I mean, I'm
his
pretty,
time
I'm pretty
is-
sure. I'm pretty sure it's also heavily implied that the breakdown is not what they think. It's not that their genomes are collapsing from the soldiers. It's that Genova's going haywire.
Well, I don't know. Yeah, it's they. I would say that I think the cast is fairly clear. Like they do notice that something is up. That stuff is up with Cloud. They just don't know what, or they assume it's something else.
And they figure there's not much they can do other than try to just be around him for as long as they can.
That, and also he's very useful at, like, you know.
And he's useful at
fighting
his job
Sephiroth.
too. I'm talking about like for like say like Tifa is like yeah. But yeah, it's interesting. I think at least. I mean, Cloud is a great fucking RPG protagonist. He's really good. There's a reason why a lot of people like him, even if sometimes people like stupid things.
Even if people like the version of Cloud that never existed.
Oh yeah, they like that's true. The version they made in their head when they were like 7 years old playing the game and not understanding it.
Yeah.
And we've had that whole
There's-
conversation before about
Yeah.
when,
I mean,
when you
I
get
am
older, understanding
so-
themes and shit more.
I am so glad that with Remake they didn't just lean into it, that they were like, no, let's
They
let's
didn't
do it
pull Advent
properly.
Children.
Let's go back to the roots here.
Let's go back to the roots, do it proper, maybe expand on little things here and there, but not
Yeah, we've kind of
do
said
another
before,
Advent Children.
Part of the problem is that Cloud gets conflated with Squall. Because Squall does have a lot of the traits that people note, but then, you know, Squall's all other thing is that Squall, you know, has character development and grows out of those traits.
And also, too, even early on, like, you could, like, fucking make him cry by insulting him, which is kind of funny.
You okay?
Like, he's an interesting character, too. But yeah, he's close to what people thought Cloud was.
Let's go.
And I'm
But
sure there's
even
an argument made that
even
Squall
he's
might...
not that.
Well, yeah, like I said, Squall starts off as like that, but he develops and changes over the course of the game, because that's like the whole point of FF8, is, you know,
Yeah.
the love story and how love changes you, and etc., etc. And
And
you
a
know,
lot
then
of
also
it's
he
him coming out of his
dies,
shell.
and then he dies in like at this end of the disc. You know, these things happen.
What is
You know, as you do.
I don't ascribe to that theory, by the way. I get what people are saying, but I think it's wrong, and the developers have said no, that's not what happened.
We can get
Yeah.
to the other side.
I
So,
kind of want
I'll
to
take
replay
it.
it again to see if I better understand the story, because it could be another one of those, okay, didn't understand certain things because I was younger sort of thing.
Hmm.
So, like, one day I want to replay it, because I did like it a lot back in the day.
Just remember what you got to do.
Junction, junction, Shaper, what do you want to do?
Look, you junction effort to Squall,
Oh!
then you play the Song of Storms.
What kind of freak show have they got going on in here?
Got you there.
Listen, Sabo had to say the line, Bard. He had to. I had.
Stay back.
We all have our roles here, Sabo.
It's true.
I say controversial shit, but I say it in a funny accent, so it makes it okay.
So what's your opinion on women driving?
No escape.
I mean, you know what? I've met plenty of women drivers, and I would say they are capable.
Oh, okay.
Some might even say good.
Reminds me of,
Old
like
people,
when I used to work out in the parking lot. Go ahead, just finish your statement though.
I was gonna say, I do think old people probably, you know, need to like have their eyes tested, or better yet, like just give them pretend cars so that they don't know they're not driving.
Yeah, honestly, after a certain point, there should be like retests and shit.
See, I almost got in trouble the other day.
Why? What did you do?
When they were going on about the greatness of women driving, I was not so much supporting it. Not because I don't think women should drive, but just because I want less people on the road to get out of my way.
Understandable.
That's understandable.
Yeah.
One thing I'm sad
Yeah.
about, back when I learned how to drive, like, nobody was on the road when it was raining out, so my favorite time to drive and, like, do errands was when it was raining out. Not anymore!
It's like, do you think it's good that women are in their workplace? I'm like, well, if they weren't, I'd make more money.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, they're like, well, yes, but you know, equality, and I'm like, equality goes only as far as, you know, me.
You know, at least he's honest.
True. I'm fighting a moth.
A killer moth?
The big moth. I guess
the
killer,
moth
he can
unit.
shoot lightning at me.
Used to be the moth slasher, steal hard edge from it. No, you stole carbon bangles from it. You stole hard edge from soldier 3rd class. I remember running in
what?
circles trying to encounter them so I could steal them.
Oh, you stole his hard edge, did you?
Yes, I did. I stole his hard edge. It's like hard man.
Giggity.
I'm hard.
What about Die Hard, man?
I'm hard man and I'm tough stuff.
Just don't stimulate him too much, or else he
Kung,
becomes
kung fu cut man.
Well, no,
Kung fu cut
Well, no,
man.
he's the only robot master in the original cartoon that Mega Man straight up kills
I'm fine.
by shooting a shot right into his mouth, which blows him up,
Guess we're out.
harsh.
What's the
and then he absorbs his power from his severed hand.
We find Tifa and Aerith. Then we
My hand.
Poor
Yeah,
hard
he's
man.
already dead at that point. Yeah, pretty much.
So he made Mega Man hard, gotcha.
Come on, let's go.
Yeah.
Hard as a rock.
Reminds me how in
No, I don't
the opposite end of the spectrum, how Dr. Light at the end of each one of the arcs would rebuild the robot masters that were destroyed.
I don't think
Oh, he's
I don't
nice.
think I don't think Stone Man was in the original cartoon.
door seems to have locked. Now go.
See, it was a joke because Mega Man's Japanese name is Rockman.
Mega Man! My name's
Well, there's still a
Reese. Oh,
Well, there was still a Stone Man.
oh, cool, I
Oh,
got the
good,
Twin
you got-
Stinger now.
I was gonna say, oh good. I was gonna say, make sure you don't miss that weapon. It's important. That's the last one.
Unfortunately, I missed Tifa's last time, but I at least got this. Oh, yeah, I need to upgrade
Well, then
it,
you'll
too.
be forever. Then you'll be forever lacking.
Time to sting him.
That 100% completion will be
Oh,
denied you.
no. I mean, I was already not going to get it because I did not do a bunch of shit earlier.
Although considering it's at the beginning of the chapter, you can just load the chapter, get it, and then load another chapter because that's how the post game works.
Ah. That's cool, though. Let's see.
Hey, if it works.
If it works and it's stupid, then I'm stupid.
Am I the only one who appreciates the art? This movie isn't stupid. You're stupid.
Why you gonna do me like that, damn Billy? Man, I love Billy and Mandy.
Shame Cartoon Network didn't.
The guy who took over the network after the guy who was in charge for most of the shit that we liked, he's like, I fucking hate this shit.
Bring me that Teen Titans Go.
Teen Titans Go will refuses to fucking die, and I think it's because the most expensive aspect is that of the fucking voice actors.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's so cheap to make, and it's like something that, like, you know, moms put on for their kids just to be for noise.
Very annoying noise.
Parents suck these days. Not sure if better or worse than beating their kids.
I mean, it also basically, you know, killed off Cartoon Network as anything other than the Teen Titans Go channel.
That's the thing with a lot of networks now. Just they have like one show that they'll air all day, and that's it.
Yeah, because that's all they want to make. Because most people watch streaming anyway.
Yeah.
And I've moved mostly on to either sometimes that or like physical media, like Blu-rays and shit. Oh no, Red! Oh wait, people are throwing
See ya.
shit at those monsters.
See you, Ryuji.
Ah!
We got it.
I can't believe Aerith and Tifa played just pretended they were Donkey Kong and threw a bunch of shit at them.
I feel like they've been doing that a lot this game.
Don't move.
They really have.
We'll head down too. Be
Just
right
gals
there.
being pals.
Honestly, they do a good job with the writing of the characters in this game. They did it in the original, but you know what I mean, because they have them talk more because the way the game's expanded.
Yeah, because about like they taped on like an extra 37 hours to this section.
Yeah. Oh, I almost missed this over here. My thumb just kind of rested on the fucking joystick and moved the camera by accident, and I almost missed it. Red, I need you to move. Red, thank you.
Bad dog.
I will not call him a bad dog. I know better.
Do that outside.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. You okay in there?
No need to worry. We're fine. But what do we do
So how's your week been,
I
Sabo?
don't see any way out of this room.
Pretty good. I think I found where I'm going.
That's
oh,
good.
hi, Hojo.
Hojo.
You know,
And
you
I
can just,
think
like,
I mean-
trip and fall down a chasm and die, Hojo, right? You know that?
They gave me a call this morning saying that they're reducing prices by 5% and waiving initial fees for the first year,
Ooh.
which is suspiciously generous.
Yeah.
So I guess they're really trying to get people in there.
Well, you know what they say about gift horses? You should never look them in the mouth. I used to think that was like a reference to the Trojan horse. Apparently it's not. Apparently it is quite literally. If you're given a horse, don't look for like an excuse not to have it.
Necessary preparations. What the hell is this asshole talking about?
Which I mean, I guess just
I'm afraid not. If I know Hojo,
poor Trojans, I guess.
won't let
Then
us out until we indulge his request for data.
You said something about a ward, right?
So it's in a nice area where there is stuff.
Upstairs somewhere.
that's good.
Check it out.
Well, the other place I looked at were like up in the woods in the middle of nowhere.
That's bad.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's kind of creepy and isolated.
Thanks.
That's good.
We will.
Someone comes to kill me,
If anything happens,
That's bad.
at all,
I'll have nowhere to escape to.
Hey, you think Cloud?
The floors contain the floors contain potassium benzoate.
More than usual.
That's bad.
But it's Cloud. I'm sure he'll be fine.
Can I go
What
now?
about you, Tifa? How are you holding?
It's also very quiet.
I'm fine.
I already did the bit. I don't know what you want from me, man.
No, no. This is an actual plus. It's the sound is insulated, so I can
Be
be on
loud
my
as you
computer
want.
and not have people next door
He'll
banging
talk
on saying,
at-
"Shut up, I'm
He'll
working."
talk at a third octave.
I guess this has to be the.
So you're a very
third,
quiet
right?
person in general.
Think so.
Yeah,
But it looks like the door's locked. There has to be.
that's mostly with you guys.
Let's look around.
When I'm playing
Gotcha.
tabletop, I can get a little animated.
Oh, I see. We're just not worth your time, are we?
This asshole, can you believe him? Believe this guy, Train? Fucking.
I can believe him. I've known you for like over a decade. Now you're telling me that there's an animated version of you out there.
Sometimes.
I
Very-
feel cheated.
very-
This is
very-
what I get. This is
very-
what I get. Fuck.
It's very hard to animate me.
It's like your fucking dad just revealed, oh yeah, when I'm with other people, I'm actually quite intelligent and eloquent.
Father, why are you lying? What? No, I'm telling you the truth. Father, why?
Oh,
I mean, sometimes I have energy, just not on Thursday afternoons.
You can't have energy on a Thursday. What day can you have energy on?
Tuesday, Monday.
Ah, you're a fan of Mondays, are you?
Garfield is rapidly approaching your location in 3 years.
He's the anti-Garfield.
I'll have to kill Sabo.
I was gonna say, by the time Garfield gets here, I'll be gone.
I'll kill him. Wait right there. Don't move a muscle. I'm coming to kill you.
Look! Now they can get
It's like the Louis Anderson joke.
We should let Cloud know.
I saw Louis Anderson when I was in Vegas this one time because he was the guy they were giving out discount tickets to.
It is Louis Anderson.
Well, yeah, like my friend's dad was like directing our trip there, and there's like, yeah, Louis Anderson. Okay, we'll take it. And it was like one of the guys there. His name was Romaine, which he already had fun with, and he kept his self-defense gun in his office as opposed to his home. This is also for home invasion came. He's like, oh, be right. You wait right there. I gotta go to the office and get my gun. But when I come back, you'll be in trouble.
I think we're supposed to do something with
Makes
that.
sense.
Yeah.
Now don't move. I'm gonna come back and shoot you.
Do you see a way to get across now?
Oh, they moved.
I'll be right back.
All right.
I can't believe they moved. I asked them not to move. All I did was tell them I was going to shoot them.
Yeah, stay right there. We'll be right back up. That never works.
The cataclysm that came from the stars.
Oh no.
Hojo has devoted
Reminds me of
hours
the
life to study.
cut of the old short with Daffy Duck where he's like, if you move, I'll shoot you, and he's like pointing at like a snowman,
Involve the enhancement
and like the snowman's head falls off. He's like, you moved!
Nova biological data.
I need to
Alright,
see that
stay
one.
where you-
Hojo's
Stay where you are, and I'll shoot you.
against us.
Don't you mean, or I'll shoot you? We know what we said.
This asshole thinks he can treat us like his experience.
It's like the bit in Jack 2 when you run into the guards for the first time. It's like, surrender and die. Don't you mean surrender or die? Not in this city.
We must first find a passage.
I didn't know that's where it's from. I heard one of my friends say, one of my other friends say that in tabletop, and I was like, that's such a fucking good line. I've stolen it for characters that are more bloodthirsty.
Always do.
I didn't even know that's what it was from. That's funny.
Don't overdo it.
Yeah. Good old Jack 2.
Yeah, you probably can't make jokes about that now these days though, because it could happen for real.
You can.
It's
Maybe some
fine.
people will whine about it, but just ignore them because like it's a fucking piece of fiction.
No, it means
Relax.
because there's the actual like secret police marching up and down marching up and down DC right now.
Oh yeah, true.
Literal
I'm
Nazi
going there.
stormtroopers.
I'm going there in 2 weeks. I may not
Oh.
return.
Have fun with the Nazi stormtroopers.
Yeah. We're going to see the Smithsonian before they remodel it.
Dismantle
it.
it into put a giant statue of Drump.
They're not demolishing it, but they are changing it to reflect something.
It's on you.
Which is their way of saying they're taking out stuff they don't want to talk about.
I think it's stupid because I think it's important to like remember like terrible shit we've done. You shouldn't martyr yourself, but you should like remember like the mistakes of the past, so that way you can learn from it.
Yeah, well, their argument is they did it to the Confederate stuff.
That's because they're all horrible, horrible racists.
Also, the Confederate
I
stuff
mean-
was made by Jim Crow. It wasn't stuff that was made during the Civil War.
Also, states' rights to do what?
Yeah, say start to do it. Come on, say the other part.
Technically, DC isn't a state.
So can you explain something to me? Why do you have Virginia and then West Virginia?
I don't know how that happened. I know there's probably like some separation or some shit.
Yeah, like where's the East
Because there was a lot of
Virginia?
because there was a lot of like weird shit back in the day where states would
There is a name
split
to
up or
Virginia. It's east of Virginia is the ocean.
Yeah, but why is Virginia not called East Virginia if you have a West Virginia?
It's separated because it wanted to be admitted to the Union during the Civil War. And
But
it's
Ah.
why not just call yourself something else then? Why be West Virginia?
why they didn't
Yeah,
want to change all their signs
pick a
much.
different name.
4 switches.
They're like, well, if we call ourselves West Virginia, we just have to write a West in front of the Virginia on every sign.
Why is there a North and South Dakota, but there's no East Dakota?
Oh, I gotta get the girls over here.
You see if I can figure that out.
How come the girls get 2 phones and I get 1?
Dakota.
I mean, I feel like they should have I feel like, considering most states are named after places in this country anyway, they should have had the balls to call themselves the state of Wetwang. that
We
beautiful
are Wetwangians!
that strong and Yorkshire name, Wetwang.
We are the
You know
Wetbangs.
what? I'm going to ask a question about myself. Why is there a Western Supermare, but there's no Eastern Supermare? And where is this mare, and how super is it? Because I've seen what super horses are like, and frankly, I don't want any part of that.
There's a reason why we put a restraining order against a super horse with Supergirl. It wasn't good.
Okay, so the reason East Dakota is Minnesota is because that was added in the Louisiana Purchase, and North and South Dakota were added.
Yeah, what's the returns on that? Because I think we should give Louisiana back.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Exchange it for a new one.
Montana could have been West Dakota, though. They just decided to call it Montana because that was also added in the same time. So, I don't know.
Dumb.
There's no control panel.
Someone should change their name, and then it just should be one Dakota. You know I'm right.
What the?
Transfusion procedure complete. Commencing test of augmented research specimen.
The door opens. I pulled the
What is
4th
this, the
lever, Crunk.
What is this, Kingdom Hearts?
I'm pulling the 3rd lever,
Yeah.
Crunk.
Yes, it is. They accidentally got into more script for Kingdom Hearts 3.
Commencing test of augmented research specimen.
Oops.
Kingdom Hearts 3's been out for a while, man.
You need to warn the others. Tell them to be careful.
Yeah, but Remake came out only like a year later. So they were
Alright,
both
I
in
gotta go
development
grab
at
the
the same time.
phone and say, Tifa, Ryuji says be careful.
Tifa.
Doesn't give a fuck what Ryuji thinks.
Central terminal. The door should be unlocked now.
Hey everybody, we're the Phantom Thieves! Shut the fuck up.
I mean, even Yosuke wasn't that dumb.
We will. See you in a bit.
To be fair, he did walk around brandishing weapons in the first, but he only did that once, to be fair.
Well, he did that once, but I mean, he didn't go around openly talking about, hey, we're detectives in the TV world.
But
True.
we also, they weren't like, none of them were like being actively hunted by like the cops. So
That's true, yeah. Yeah, when they told the cops about the TV world, they didn't believe him. They're like, oh, that's real, okay.
Cute kid,
Whereas
cute.
Whereas the Phantom Thieves left very, very obvious proof of their existence by all of these important people losing their minds.
Don't talk about how fucked up it is to like that the way they basically brainwash people.
They don't
They,
brainwash
like-
people. They just take.
They
They
like
just take
toy
away
with the
their-
idea for a bit, and then they don't really do much with it.
Well,
Is this ethically sound what we're doing? Yeah, best not to think about it.
you could tell like the first half of the game is a lot darker than the second half because
We were saying that like the game was rewritten like post like
that's
Fukushima.
when the rewrite because like when the previews first came out, like they were pushing us as this really dark game, like nothing at all like the other ones.
They're
And all of a
originally
sudden they're
also. Oh god, sorry.
And then all of a sudden, like about a little while before it came out, around the time they introduced the other characters, they suddenly like, no, it's just like the other ones, just with a Phantom Thief skin. It's happy-go-lucky fun times. Nothing too serious here.
I remember one of the original ideas was that you were going to be in. You were going to be staying at Sai's place.
Well, I mean that was scrapped before even, but like when the game was already like partially done, and like they were showing off footage from it, and like they were toting it as like this dark game where the characters were borderline evil. Like in the early trailer, Joker looks really evil, and then they like changed a lot of it in release so that he's nicer looking. They had him like showing up at Persona 3 and 4 concerts and talking about how Phantom Thieves were going to come soon, and then society would pay, and that's not exactly how he.
He was the Joker, baby.
In fact, he's like barely says anything, and even in the anime, he barely has a character, which is weird because you got the impression they were milking him to be like full Lelouch since they gave him the same voice actor.
Mm. But then I think they hit upon having Morgana be the character who speaks for him.
Yeah. Well, it's like some of the characters were designed and then given specific voice actors, and then some of them were just people that were slotted in there who auditioned. Like Yusuke was built for Tomokazu Sugita, who is already a Persona fan and already has a habit of saying the stupidest stuff in his really serious voice. So they're like, we'll just make a character whose whole gag is basically that. He's just a complete weirdo.
Better than making a whole character just so you can like have a fictional relationship with another VA.
Sorry, but I gotta.
Yeah.
Oh well, but everybody likes Edge.
I mean, that's not why they did it. That's just that was just the meme.
That was just a bonus, was it?
That was just a bonus meme because he like talking about his crush on her for years. So they're like, oh, there you go.
I don't want to just be known as the guy who plays Bullet. Bullet sucks.
I don't think anyone knows him. No, people know him as the guy who played Kion in Gintogi. Even when he plays Bullet, he's like, nobody cares about Bullet. That was like my first role when nobody knew who I was. I just do it because I like Super Robot Wars.
And then he had to come back for the 30th anniversary and got all of his cake.
And he keeps coming back. He'll always be up for coming back. It's like Heroes. It's like Heroes VA will like, always come back for Super Robot Wars.
Yeah.
He just really likes doing it.
They're pretty much always up for coming back.
It's part of the reason why Gundam Wing does get to show up as much as it does, because the VAs will come back, or at least Hero will.
Now the other guys didn't have any new lines for years, and then all of a sudden, for some reason, in like Z3, which was a really half-assed game, they had all the guys come back and do more dialogue.
Also, I guess the other reason why it might be including why they might be it might get pushed more in Y is because they're threatening to do that Gundam Wing sequel anime.
Oh yeah. I guess they're like, we gotta get him.
The one that everyone hates.
The one everyone hates, with the designs that are always in cape form, so nobody really knows what they look like.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure they'll like make some designs that look cool. But
Not
I just know everybody hates Frozen Teardrop.
Glad that's over.
It made a lot of questionable decisions.
Mm. Kind of the problem of like coming up with sequels to a story that like definitely ends. But you know, the end of Gundam Wing is alright. Well, we're launching all of our Gundams into the fucking sun, so there's no way we could do another one.
Well, you see, they said mobile suits were never used again at the end of Endless Waltz, so the mobile suits in Frozen Teardrop are called something else.
Yeah, they're not technically mobile suits, so it's okay. We didn't lie.
Not a retcon. Fuck off.
Look,
To be fair, it's slightly more realistic, and there was never any war or weapons of war ever again, just because.
Because we all said that war is dumb.
Because the show is over.
Yeah.
Show's over. Go away.
What's the thing is that you have to try and come up with another Gundam series after Char's counterattack. Effectively for Gundam Wing, because the whole ending is CCA. And but then Milliardo gets to live.
Yeah.
And everyone's just cool with it. Never underestimate like anime's ability to forgive people for the awful things they do.
True.
did we wake him up? Yeah.
Immediately too.
Milliardo's like, yeah, I didn't die, and everyone's like, oh, Milliardo, welcome back. No, you see, I'm Zex now. Milliardo was the guy who did all the crimes.
Just
Yeah,
over,
yeah.
you silly person. Remember when you dropped that plate and killed thousands of people, including most of our friends?
Reeves didn't technically do it, but he does at least feel guilty about it. The kidnapping, though, that one was it. He did do that.
He liked doing
kidnapping
that.
wasn't.
And the betrayal.
I'm pretty sure the kidnapping was him just like, taking them into protective custody, which is probably safer.
Yeah, but then didn't they actually get grabbed by someone else, so...
I'll show you what I
No.
can do.
Just you hear that he took her hostage, and then the next time you see her is in the ending, where she's in Calm. So apparently he just sent her over to Calm, and that was it.
Thanks, Reeves. He did still betray you, though.
Yeah.
Tagging out.
What a dick.
Yeah, but then he told you where to go so that you could stop them anyway.
That wasn't so bad.
Which is, okay.
Then he sacrifices himself, except not really.
He's like, you gave the keystone to the Shinra. Now they're gonna get to the temple. Yeah, well, I'll tell you where the temple is so you can go and stop them. Well, then why did you betray us?
Funny.
Well, I mean, we've got to have some dramatic tension.
I was
Did you
bored.
cry
What
when
do you want?
Kate? Did you cry when Kate Sif died?
No, because I knew he'd immediately be back.
Yeah, immediately. It's like, oh no, we're all sad, and he's like, well, I told you this is a fake body, right?
Oh shit.
Well, even without all
Right.
that, I already knew ahead of time before I'd even touched the game that he gets destroyed and comes back. If anything, I was disappointed he looked exactly the same because my friend told me that it's like a different body, and I was like, oh, maybe he's like different colored and it'll be cool. No, it's the same, exactly the same.
Maybe he'll be like a playable character in the original. It'll be like when Rydia vanishes and comes back in FF4.
Yeah.
Where suddenly she's good now.
Well, she was good when she'd vanished. She just comes back. She's like, oh, yeah, I'm older now.
I'm better.
Finally back from the depths of hell.
I mean, Donkey Kong is back. People really like Bonanza.
Yeah, I've
Yeah,
heard it's
except
been
they
pretty
changed.
good.
Except they changed the design.
Yeah,
I think
well,
that's gonna be the new design from now on.
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
until they change it. Until they change it again.
Yeah, but they're never gonna go back to the classic rare design.
No, probably not.
Probably not.
And that's unacceptable.
Although maybe depending on
Unacceptable!
when like the next Smash game entered development or was in development, it might still have his old design.
Hey, I found money.
Money, money.
Okay, I was already here.
When,
I just missed that
there
one
is a
chest.
new Smash game.
There will be.
There will.
I know it's inevitable, but everyone is like, we don't know how we're gonna top Ultimate.
I mean,
Like we can't
Somewhat-
possibly put the entire cast plus more.
Some would argue they never top Melee, so
Is this really
Just
the
people that
exit?
like wave dashing.
no. To be fair, Brawl is even as like
I hate that man.
amongst anything else, Brawl is a massive step down from Melee just because of the fucking random tripping. That alone would be enough to make it like a bad follow-up. And then Brawl has like other problems. Meta Knight, for instance.
Come.
Let's do this.
I like that there's the infamous image of like the Meta Knight like four-way battle, and you just see all four of them using like the tornado move. And the sad thing is, like, the reality is all four of them are using it for vastly different things.
You jittery? Get him.
Because like one's using it as an approach, one's using it as like a keep away, one's using it for one's using it to get up onto a platform like, safely.
Let's finish up for it now.
Just a versatile character.
I remember they put Snake in, but they wouldn't let him have a gun.
I'm amazed they let Joker get away with his fake gun.
Yeah, that's what I was. It's like, well, why couldn't Snake have one?
At least it's a fake gun.
I guess. I mean, to be fair, like Bayonetta has four actual guns, but they're okay because they're like stylized. So I think it's just because Snake would actually have a for real gun.
You'd have an actual silk bomb.
Yeah, maybe they still want to pay the gun license rights.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, even Metal Gear didn't want to pay them the gun license rights after a while.
Yeah, they started making shit up.
Now the others
Or Metal Gear Solid 5 just had all kinds of, XP guns.
Hey, if it works. Also, I do think the one reason.
I mean, technically it worked, but it's not quite Ocelot without him going on about the joys of the single action army.
We used the control panel here a little while ago.
That's still in Delta. I have no interest in playing it.
Can you check?
Right, I think one of the things that will also like help the next Smash game exist is I think a lot more companies are going to be willing to like pay to be in it.
Yeah, pretty much anybody. Yeah.
Especially in a world where we've seen like platform fighters basically be incapable of actually dethroning Smash.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I'm not saying that like Rivals of Ether or Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl or any other like of the Smash clones that have come out sort of like post Ultimate are like
I think it's funny
not
that
good.
Multiverse could have done it, but then they decided to make themselves worse
Then they decided to shoot themselves in the foot.
repeatedly.
Like full on unforced error after unforced error.
Yeah. Like all self-inflicted. They had victory in their hands.
Yeah, like in spite of like everything, Smash remained like still number one. It's still probably like the highest viewed fighting game.
I think so.
Like probably.
The only reason it has trouble with the pro scene is because Nintendo is actively antagonistic towards it.
Yeah,
and I say that someone who doesn't really care for it, like, on a serious level.
Yeah. So yeah, I think Smash 6 is like guaranteed to happen. It's just a case of when, not if.
Yeah, and also if they can, and also they're first they're gonna try and get Sakurai back in, and then after that, if he comes in or not, then they'll go from there.
Yeah, I think that is the thing that's maybe held up an announcement is. I think Sakurai took a lot of people from Smash Bros. On the Smash Bros. Team to work on Kirby's Air Ride.
Yeah.
I think once that's like wrapped up development, they'll if not Sakurai back in the director's chair, it'll be like some of the more like Smash veterans who will be brought back in to work on it.
Probably.
Commencing test. All personnel must evacuate area. Commencing test.
Honestly, in a weird sort of thing, I'm less interested in like I'm not as interested. I mean, obviously I'm interested, but I'm not as interested in like who will be in the or who will be new. I'm kind of interested in what like updates they'll do to the existing characters now, but because a bunch of them had like games come out since then.
Yeah.
Like, will we get a Samus that's based more off of Dread?
If we get Daisy back, I want her to be Daisy and not just Peach. Like, moveset-wise. I want her to be not be just an Echo. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what they end up doing with it, one way or the other. I don't expect it to have even half the roster it had before, and that's fine. I understand that.
Yeah, I know that we could afford to cut away a few characters.
Like Minecraft Steve.
Who really wants to fight the Belmonts anymore?
Okay, Dracula.
Honestly, I wouldn't mind Game & Watch going to hell. I hate that guy. Fucking frame 1 abilities like his are ridiculous.
Never in doubt.
Kill the Ice Climbers again.
Oh, yeah, all Icy players would be sad, all 3 of them.
Dozens!
Not even that many. You know what though? I am glad that Ice Climbers existed in Smash Bros. History. If only because I really love the the guy tweeting while he's getting wobbled in Melee. I'm being wobbled in my favourite game, help. Just sat mid-tournament tweeting about it. Because you can't do anything if they get the grab.
Fucking Hojo.
Hojo.
Fucking Hojo. I haven't given him credit. They made him somehow more hateable in this game.
Because again, we're boys.
Sure.
Unlike virtually every other virtually every other Final Fantasy character, he didn't get to like show up in like stuff until remake and just a short scene in Dirge of Cerberus.
Yeah.
But I would require playing Dirge of Cerberus.
Yeah, fuck that. I think probably after this fight, I'm gonna save and stop for today.
Yeah, I've been going for nearly 2 hours.
Yeah. And we've gotten a good chunk of this thing done. I can only imagine the next bit will only get longer.
Yeah, but you are getting close.
I know I'm fairly close to the end of the game.
Yeah, not quite the home stretch, but getting there.
Let's do this.
I love how like the abilities even early in the game are still really good.
Mm-hmm.
Like I still use focus thrust a lot.
It's the benefit of like the weapons actually scaling with the player better than they ever did in the game.
Oh yeah.
Because weapons have a lot more utility than just being like a reskin and higher stats.
They can change your stats completely and make you adjust your playstyle in various ways. Like some of the swords let you basically make Cloud a mage.
Well, also like how they just also have like inherent abilities attached to them.
Yeah.
Versus like obviously different weapons had unique ability, or weapons had unique attributes in the original game, but more often than not, it was this weapon has like +1 in strength, so you equip that.
Okay, yeah, I'll save before I go into this room, I think. Yeah, it's probably a good place to stop for this week. Before I fight whatever the fuck's in there. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna save again in a second, but let me heal myself too. Probably a good idea so I don't run in there with slightly battered and die next week and be like, what the fuck happened? How did I die? do? I have no health!
He's dead, Jim.
Alright, cool. That'll do. Let me save. Again. Alright, it's time to leave.